Roll some more weed up. Let me smell that shit. Fuck. You be smoking like a little crackhead. He came in here with a roach. Took 2 puffs.
I was fucking smoking this shit inside.
Nah,
I put it out for halftime.
Nah, this a new time.
They got weed inside. Okay, hold on.
This the new time.
You nigga just be wanting to smell weed.
This the new time. I'm trying to reach my new prime. I know I'm incredible. Just read every single syllable that I try to preach. I'm not trying to teach. I'm just trying to reach your energy. Lifted up, elevated minds. Acting so delusional, like you have a preference. But your preference is hindering your mind, hindering your soul. I try to go deeper than my soul. I try to reaping what I sow. I try to deliver what I know. But it starts with belief. How can you ever achieve without confidence? Trying to bring my mind into the apocalypse. That's virtual reality. I reached the time before I reached my mind, because all of my moves was always on point. Was always on point, even if I was smoking a fucking joint.
But he's not, and I am. Sam I am takes all my money, mean Uncle Sam. I do this shit like Bobby Brown. I'm smoking shit, but it's not brown. It is white with white ashes. I said white because I'm doing live resin right now. If I can show it to you. You'll understand. Imagine that.
Imagine that. Everything starts with imagination, and the questions asked. What do we really want to know? What do we really want to do? Do we really want to reap what we sow? Or is that just a hyperbole of existence? What up?
Straight.
Is there? Oh, you got the tequila out of it?
I drink the tequila. Y'all know I'm a whiskey boy.
No, I got the blend and he got the tequila.
I'll be right back. You got my son.
Tesla. It don't take no gas, but they smoking gas. I shoot baskets until I'm in the casket. I don't know why my mind has to be so drastic, automatic. Can't stretch me out, this ain't elastic. I'm elaborate on the occasions that I see. Observant ever since I opened my eyes and I seen. No watch on my wrist, cause I value time. Just watch.
I fucks with it. Huh? Yeah. Hey. Listen, say, one day I gotta be El Jefe, and what that make my bitch El Jefa. I'm chillin' in the Tesla. Yeah, niggas smoking with the best of them. I don't give a fuck, you know I ain't fucking with the rest of them. Nigga try me, I'm certified but never tested. And everywhere I go, I pray I never get arrested. You already know, God willing, I'm the bestest. And I don't give a fuck, I hope you die from asbestos or cancer. Nigga, y'all niggas is so toxic. And I don't give a fuck, you know I know how to straight rock shit.
Like, where we going already? Look. Right when he stepped in, I like that. I like that. Would that make her the heifer? Sitting in the Tesla. Okay. That was hard, bitch.
That nigga was off work, like, alright.
By advertising on YouTube, I grow my business by reaching my most important customers. People like Allison. She's a...
What up, TD? Start this one. Oh, this is on.
You gotta go hard now.
Tough.
That's a tough picture right there.
Serenity. The energy that I'm harnessing in this energy.
Say, you gotta harness the energy, and everywhere you go, you know it's fuck my enemies. I don't give a fuck, say, we could be a friend of me, a friend of mine. Fuck you, nigga, cause you ain't a friend of mine.
Riding in the Tesla, sitting in the driveway. Rick got his crib, I got the spaceship.
And it's so spacious. Every day, I swear to God, my niggas reach greatness. I don't give a fuck, I swear to God, I got no patience. Nigga try me, nigga put him on the pavement. Leave his body shaking.
Patron and Hennessy mixed in a bottle.
That's that poison in your body. I just wanna reach nature elements. And I want to do this with my own fragrance. I don't need a spray. I don't need no extracurricular activities. I just need my life and my civil capabilities.
Life is living to die, so pick your poison. Every day you wake up, you gotta make choices. I don't give a fuck, I like my bitch puss moist. And you don't wanna see me when I come with that voice, huh? My dog say he got a Tesla. Congratulations. Yeah, nigga, I swear to God, I like you made it. Yeah, now, about to get faded. Pop the whiskey bottle, about to take it to the head.
Take it to the head. When I smoke, you know I normally smoking to the head. But when I'm with Conception, man, we don't share that. Definitely say Rick made the episode cut.
Life is full of choices and life chose me. I can never give up. I always gotta give in to all the hardness. I gotta harness. I gotta reach what isn't in my mind. I gotta reach what my mind can't foresee. I gotta reach what my body can't forego. I gotta push the envelope.
I was born black, so what that mean? That I gotta be a black man? If you don't like it, nigga, you can catch this backhand. If I'm a black man, everywhere I go, I gotta keep my strap, man. Put my money, gotta roll it fast. I gotta put it in the bag and then I hit the gas. But I'm riding in the Tesla, so I don't hit the gas. You already know how, nigga.
I got a fortune in my foretelling. Can't tell me nothing because I'm on to something. I made something out of nothing. I came from nothing.
Foretelling, nigga. Yeah, I foretold. So what that mean, man? The story's already told. And everywhere I go, I never sell my soul. Yeah, nigga, I got it like a nigga stole. But I'm born black, so that's a stigma, ain't it? Yeah, I come through. Like that's a nigga, ain't it?
That's a nigga, ain't it? That's a nigga, ain't it?
I'm an enigma. I bite this bitch and I left my stinger in her. Bumblebee like charger. I didn't even pay her, but I charged her.
And that's a nigga, ain't it? I paint the picture. I leave the picture painted.
It's ironic. When I bonded out, it was Bob's bail bond.
Bob's birthday.
Who did it, yo, baby mama?
What?
Who did it?
His mama.
Nah, my chick came and got me.
But your mama got you?
Nah, they said I couldn't
Stream
do it
85 plus
she
channels
couldn't
and
help
save
me
up to
because she was out of
$500 a
county.
year with YouTube TV.
But I thought that's what happened with me, but that's why I had to pay the full amount.
Feature
for
on
Buddy.
Pixel 6 Pro. It's called Magic.
Right, but you can't do it.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. Chick, bring it up for me.
Oh.
I mean, if you got cash on you, you can.
You could?
Mm-hmm.
For real?
Yeah.
You still need somebody to like go
Nah,
sign
it's your
for
cash.
you.
You can pay with cash.
Yeah, but if they go and do it it's quicker if somebody does.
Because isn't it in their possession at that point once they confiscate the shit?
It's still your possessions though. Like when they release
You can
it,
in jail. You have to call the bail people and shit though, and it's up to them to help you. You feel me? You can be like, well, I got money in my shit, so.
I see what you're saying. Still gotta be a middleman. Still gotta bridge the gap. Still gotta live, perhaps. I didn't choose to be here, but I choose to do it right. Gotta live, perhaps. I gotta bridge the gaps. Bridge the gaps. I gotta live, perhaps.
Build the gaps, I bridge the gaps. I'm living through life, the ifs and haps, the mishaps and the misfacts. I'm doing this and I'm doing that. Go.
Fuck them bridges, I burn them all. Everywhere I go, nigga, I burn them all. Everywhere I go, nigga, I burn them all. I keep my burner on me, a nigga get toasted. Nigga wanna try me, that nigga get roasted. I don't give a fuck, everywhere I go I'm smoking. But I don't smoke no more, so a nigga never smoking. A nigga ever growing, my hair is ever growing. My knowledge ever growing, everywhere I'm going. A nigga never knowing, and I don't give a fuck. So when I rap, I'm ever flowing.
I don't gotta speak cause my actions always showing. Don't have to allow me to do shit cause I move with my dominance. I promise this, my actions will show this. Perhaps you gotta bridge the gaps. Heartbeat and this beat won't ever defeat me. I embrace death, that's destiny, ain't it? But I got faith in more than that, so I embrace all of it.
Be myself and I live for TV3 and that's me. I live for Nike and that's my son, don't you see? And my mom, that's a Jordan B.
In the field of battle, I come home and play Battlefield. But if the battle real, I got my guns, nigga, and my guns are real. And I don't give a fuck, cause you know my funds is real. I make money, I go to work every day, that's a 9 to 5. But one day, niggas, I don't know, I'ma grow, and I'ma glow. Just wait on it.
I'ma grow, and I'ma show, and I'ma grow. And all I know, every day I go by is time by time. It's brick by brick and I'm laying mine. No excuses. Nah, that weed shit, I love it, but that just shows my, you feel me? That shows who I am to myself. That I could be around something I love and not have to touch it. Self-discipline, nobody has to fuss and fight with me. I wanna grow, I wanna show the light in me. But I know that darkness holds the balance. And I know that skills won't show your talents. And I know that efforts combined with everything will always be the master of the recipe.
Hey, and look, this little light of mine, a nigga try to take from me and I'ma fight for mine. A nigga disrespect me and I'ma die for mine. And I don't give a fuck, I swear I'ma lie for mine. And I'ma try every night like a 9 to 5. And that's a daily job, and gotta do it good. And I don't give a fuck, you know I represent my hood, huh? Yeah, nigga, and I do it good.
Fucking 9 to 5, I'm living 5 to 9 because I gotta die. And I'm so divine, I know I gotta live, so I'ma live my life like I'ma dive out the sky, man, that's so whoa. It'll be hard. You can hear the
Hey, look, say I'm so elite, I mean I'm so alike, and don't you get me hype, and bitch we so alike, and I don't give a fuck, and I just do my night, yeah I did it nigga, I do it every night.
Bitch, I'm so elite. I'm so about my prime. I'm so about my time. Bitch, I'm so elite. Oh no, I'm so aligned with the divine. This divinity speaking through me. Hypocrisy, I never refer to that. I always do what I say because I acted that. And not to act like a movie script. I'm talking act like my actions, you know, the verbs and shit.
more wins than losses. I swear to God, I hate to lose. And when I lose, I'm humble. I swear I'm cool. But when I win, I'm an asshole. You hear my mouth? Cause when I win, boy, you know I'm from the dirty south.
Dirty south goes in my mouth. Everywhere I go, the birds flying in the house. And then we pack them up and cut them down, they flying out. And I don't give a fuck, so what the fuck you talking about?
Alright, so look, about when he said with the wins and losses shit, right? That shit to me is like sort of the finish line shit. Like everybody could cross the finish line, but it's a different way, just like the Robert Horry, Michael Jordan shit. Like Robert Horry got more rings, blah, 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 but is he better than Michael Jordan? So when you win, that really don't really mean shit for real. Because if it don't sit right with you, it don't sit right with you.
But how you know it don't sit right with Robert Horry though? That nigga feeling.
Nah, yeah, him for sure. But he still know he ain't better than Michael. And in his head, he's like, damn, how do I have more rings than him?
He might not feel like that though. You feeling? He might feel more accomplished than Mike. You feel me?
Like in his head, right?
In his head, that's an accomplishment.
Because deep down inside, think about it. We all can't be Michael. right? So like if I
anything I could do better than
if,
him.
right? If I can do this and be myself and
Right.
still get 7 rings, then who am I to say that? You know what I'm saying?
I'm not better than him.
Right.
In this aspect.
So I'm saying more so when the wins like that you know you had a horrible game, but somehow, some way your team pulled it out and y'all won.
Because at that point, it's more than my scoring. It's the intangibles. It's me keeping my team. All right, guys, we got it.
What
We
else
got
am
it.
I doing?
You
Am I
feel me?
motivating? Am I setting
You feel me? It's
screens?
other shit, bro.
Am I
That's what I'm
running
saying.
for the
It might.
layup?
You just look at it because I'm supposed to be that factor of scoring. Like, oh, well, you're not doing it or you missed that shot. But I'm assisting. These niggas can't stop my passes. These niggas got to watch me and guard me. So when I pass the ball, these other niggas be wide open. Feel me? You got to watch that type of shit,
On
right?
the other hand, what Ray's saying is true, because when like a nigga like Dame ain't at his best and the team win, but he got like 4 points, it's like
And he went 4 for
that's
16.
a bad look.
You know what I'm saying?
But
Like,
they don't win those type of games, though.
I mean,
no, sometimes you
might
do
win,
though.
sometimes
Sometimes
you
you
win.
do. Like if CJ McCollum just went off for 50 somehow, like
back when they had Gary Trent, you know.
yeah, that's the third.
But then shit like that is like, I'm human. I can have a bad game. But when you expect
But
big
but
from
I'm
me-
talking about the feeling, and that's where I'm getting at. What really matters, because if you have all these achievements, all these accolades, like Robert, the comedian, what's his name? That committed suicide.
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah, what's his name? Williams,
Dog,
Robert
yeah,
Williams.
yeah.
So this motherfucker, everybody from the outside to look
He
like,
committed
damn,
suicide?
yeah.
Damn.
And it's just like motherfuckers have these accolades and seem to have a fulfilled life, but it's still not enough because the feeling, and that's where I'm at right now, like a feeling, like it's like, damn, bro, like you've accomplished hella, but it's still like something inside of me is just like not fulfilled, and not necessarily fulfilled, but it's just like I don't feel as strong as I am for some reason. Like with that little accident that just happened last week, it's just like shit like that just throws me the fuck off, bro. Like that shit like literally throws my whole equilibrium off.
But you gotta realize that's life. You can be as much prepared as you want.
But
You
so
can
is
know
the
as
wins
much.
and losses is life. But I'm saying about the feeling that comes with it.
It's just some shit you can't control, bro. Say you have 14
And that's
points
that's the fucked up part. What you
Right.
just said is the fucked up part for somebody strong, elite, to fathom. Like it's like, damn, I know that because
Right.
I have to accept that. So I obviously know I can't control life. So it's like to really acknowledge that, yo, you can't, and that comes down to every question I ever have a doubt, because like we said with my family and shit, is like that be the questions. Like it's like, damn, I try to give, but if a motherfucker don't want it, you know what I'm saying? Today, what does it mean?
It means what you make it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like life gives you opportunities to make something better, and you don't really gotta have a fucking coliseum of trophies at the end of the day. You feel me? As long as you live and enjoy those moments that you have, you know what I'm saying? That's really, they say it's all about the journey and not about the destination anyway. So
And that's the whole root of everything that we talking about right there.
exactly.
Because it's like that about the journey is like, that's the perception of how you feel though. And it's just like how y'all saying it, the only way to accept that is if you a selfish individual. And then I'm not saying it's bad to be like that, because I'm believing that that's the only way to keep your sanity at this point.
I mean, we all movie stars in our own head, you feel me?
Right, but if you living for others, you always gonna be disappointed. And that's where I'm at.
Because like you,
Damn.
you know what I'm saying? Like I guess he trying to see what's going on. That's my cousin though.
So what you must be trying to go to the league or something? 'Cause I've been watching you.
Well, go on, Gio.
Hey,
Boy in the Porsche.
That bitch that boy.
hey, I've been watching
That's no
Hey,
bro.
like 2K.
Yeah.
That bitch saying that. This bitch clean as fuck.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it.
Shit, I need me one of these Teslas, man.
Right. No gas, man.
Yeah, bro, what you do with that battery, though?
That credit.
I mean, you ever charge that on?
But we finna get back in the studio real quick.
Yeah.
5 minutes.
Hop in the studio. His hair look like Coolio. I never been pointed at and said that's a foolio. They might have discrepancies, but at the end of the day, I know what my legacy. I stand in my energy. I stand in my vibe, you see. My colors is so vibrancy. Can't follow this frequency.
night sky like Aurora. I tell that bitch bring that pussy, I order. And you already know, it's like water.
I like that.
Water. I'm doing this shit like I'm fucking nigga daughter. But nah, I'm getting older, I'm getting smarter. I'm trying to be better, but I'm not getting better. Fuck, just stack the cheddar. Fuck.
And that's what I'm saying, my bad, but that's what I'm saying though. It's like, I feel like everybody's journey, and it's just like, after I've conquered so many walls, it's like, damn, bro, another wall type shit. And it's just like, yeah, it should be like, bro, you already been over this already. But it's just
over and over.
But it's just still that point, like, what the fuck?
I mean, life is a rat race.
And that's the part that is like, yo, if I feel like I'm so great, if I'm so elite and all this, I should be able to fucking beat this shit already. But it's just like, fuck, that shit's so humbling, bro. And that's the fucked up part. I feel like I only get broke down when I'm humbled, and it's just like, it shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be like that. Because a motherfucker should walk around humble.
Right. I mean, if you never expect shit, you can't get disappointed. That's how I view things anyway. You know, like, you accept your blessings as a bonus. You feel me? A surprise. Something that you never expected. But if it doesn't happen,
Accept
like,
your prophecy as a prophet.
Right.
But then it's tough, because then, I mean, you just can't expect certain things from certain people then.
You don't.
And it's like, but at that point, it like wants to hinder you from giving that to them. And I don't want to be like that.
You still gotta be you.
Right.
You can be you without expecting somebody, like, it's like, you know what I'm saying?
But it's not even expecting them to give you something. It's expecting them to give themselves stuff. Like, give your want great for yourself type shit.
True. But, you know, you can't have winners unless you got losers. You feel me? You can't have success
You can't have good without bad.
without pain. So, somebody got to play that role.
Right.
You know? You can't have a superhero without a supervillain. That's just
Right.
how it
That's
goes.
what brings the superhero out of them.
That's why
There ain't no supervillain
That's why Batman
without.
never killed Joker. You feel me?
Because he needed that
I
bitch to
needed
keep
you.
him sharp.
Right. You my reason for living at this point.
Rick on some shit. Rick on some shit. What happened to you, though? You tripping now. You like, you fell back when Rick came in.
He always been a shy dude when it's a third wheel. You feel me? Like, I don't know why he do that.
And he's number 3, so it's like, why the fuck?
Exactly. No, it should be perfect.
Right. Yeah, I embrace all the smoke, floating on the cloud. Embracing all the smoke, I'm floating on the cloud. I'm on the cloud before the double digits. Can you feel me? You feel my digits? You feel my number? You feel my binary code? You feel my stipulations? I'm just trying to show you Morse code or Moses' law. I just want to abide by something, not my own law. Because I know this world is greater than me. Because this world exists before and after me.
It's like when you drive your own car, you already know you gotta go far. But life is a challenge. And everywhere you go, and then you gotta accept flaws. But I feel so raw, so elite though. I don't give a fuck, you know, nigga don't sneak, bro. Nigga wanna come and ride on the beat, bro. Yeah, I swear to God, I'm from the streets, bro.
First thing when I walk in gym, free throw. After that, I shoot till I miss, bro. And when I miss, I think about how I miss. And then think about how I can get better. Life is better. Life is free.
I don't play for the audience, I play for my mind capability. I wanted stability. No charities, I don't need it. I just wanted it with all force and strength, no weakness.
No weakness or meekness. Everywhere I go, man, I'll show you the sweetness. You don't wanna see me when I get to my Rick Bob shit. Yeah, everywhere I go, nigga, we mob shit. Fuck the cops, bitch. Fuck the cops, bitch. Had to say it twice, cause that's how a nigga really feel. Everywhere I go, I swear I'm from the real field. Huh? like my ancestors picked cotton. You know, we from the islands, but you know, it's probably sugar cane and shit. But it was some kind of, you know, cash crop.
Cash crop. Everything about currency, not just money. Everything about trade, not just energy. Everything about who got the leverage and who will submit to the dictation. But I always push back, still no vaccine. And that's a big fact.
What's the point of money now, though?
When there's cryptocurrency, or what you trying to get at?
Right.
I mean, we got cryptocurrency now, bro. You can't go to the bank and pull out.
That's what I've been telling people. We've been had that shit.
We've been on that
With
shit,
this
bro.
digital money shit, it's just emphasized now.
You
And
go to
even the
work,
stock
they don't
market,
give you cash or a check. They just direct deposit.
digital wire. And it's just like, even with stocks from the beginning of stocks, it's cryptocurrency.
That's just how it is.
Like, stocks are cryptocurrency.
Just, you know, they just rebag that shit, put it in a different bag.
Right. And tell you it's something different, give it a new name. Omicron. It ain't COVID no more, it's Omicron.
Hey, man,
It's Delta.
Drug dealing taught us the game years ago, bro.
Like, why can't it just be, it's COVID, it's just different forms of COVID? No, it's this Delta. Now it's all for fear and trying to put that in your mind.
No, we need you to come buy more drugs, nigga. You tripping.
Right.
The government is...
Because they giving the first vax free, but once motherfuckers need that shit yearly, nah, that shit's taxed now. That shit's hella money now. I can't abide by anything society say. I was never food fed. I always had to eat off my own plate. I always had to create my own dish. I always had to be my own Nike check, you know, my own swoosh, however you want to say it, it's depicted.
Swish. I swear to God, nigga, don't miss. I go to the range every day and work on my shit. I want to be the best. I want to be the greatest. I want to fucking make it. I want to get that paper. I want to see heaven. And I don't give a fuck. My number was 7. I changed it to 11. And now I'm on the shit. Man, I'm back on this shit. I want my ownership.
Ownership. I remember having my own room at my mama's house. Now I got my own room at my own house, but I still don't live by myself. Ain't that funny? That's fucking hilarious.
I gotta stand for mine. I gotta look out for me. Cause if nobody look out for me, won't nobody look and see. They don't know what you feel until you reveal, but I won't reveal nothing until it's time.
Don't be so sick, so savage, and I don't give a fuck. I gotta have it. I do my damage, I come through, nigga, like a savage. And yeah, I ran it back cause I gotta have it.
COVID-19, Delta 17. Sound like I'm calling a football play audible. Smoking on this weed, man, this shit's so awesome.
That's a fact, my bad, but that's a fact, bro. They really calling football plays to see how this shit gonna pan out, bro. And like, if we don't play no defense, they just gonna run whatever they want to run.
That's all.
Wow.
But even if you know what they running, that don't mean you can stop it. You feel me?
That's a fact.
Because the system's rigged, bro. Because like, think
Exactly.
about it. The same niggas that sell you
Tom
health
Brady
insurance,
deflated the ball.
The same niggas that sell you health insurance is the same niggas selling you the drugs.
And
that-
same
that you
motherfuckers that's
use the
profiting
health
from
insurance.
it.
The same niggas that's fucking selling you fucking all kinds of shit. Like, nigga, we getting money from you all kinds of ways, bro.
Yep.
Like most towns were started from a factory. Think about that. You know, the factory had to build a
Yeah,
town
those is all
to
in the
house
major
the
city.
workers.
Every major city
Yeah.
has a
We
factory.
had to house the workers, you know, and then of course we got to feed the workers, so we got to build the grocery stores, right? And then we got to make sure the workers stay in line, so we got to put police. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's all pre-planned, preordained. So you're not getting around it. No, you could try and break out of the box. You know, you got to go live somewhere in another country, and even then they got their own rules, systems in place, and how they gonna get that money.
Yeah,
from
and
the
then, and
public.
even if like the structure that they made for us already is like for real still luxurious. You know what I'm saying? But it's because it's just enough.
It's much better than most.
Right,
you
exactly.
Can't go nowhere else and
Exactly.
say,
Right.
you feel me?
We're being mistreated.
But if
Because then you see
realize
other
you don't need
motherfuckers.
None of it, then that's when you free. Cause you
Right.
got niggas right now that go pack all their shit, go move to Alaska, live in the woods, catch their own food, build their own house, and nigga, I'm not paying y'all shit.
I just wish there was an example of that. Like, Mos Def tried to, but he came back. So it's like,
I watch white people do it all the time, bro.
no, I don't look at white people.
Yeah, I feel like the niggas do that shit, bro.
Damn, that might be my problem. Like, I'm always looking at, you know, like, black people and how black people move and all this shit, but it's like, I never look at how white people move.
White people do it all the time, bro.
Damn.
You have, if you really want to like understand how it is to live in this world, like, you know,
I watched a nigga hop on the train and change his whole life from Canada. Just jump on the train, didn't go home, never went back. He was 16. It was like, never went back. Just hopped on the train. Made it though. Still alive. You feel me? You can do it. It's possible, bro. You really don't need shit, bro. You just need yourself. You feel me?
But see what I'm saying? It all will always, like, a mindset that can't be contaminated will always go back to selfish. It'll be isolation. But I don't feel like that's my essence, and that's why I be going through all the trials and tribulations. Because, bro, I promise you, if I just live for myself, I'll be in a utopia mentally. But it's the fact that I literally live for others around me and shit is just like, that's what fucking fucks me up all the time.
That's a conundrum, right? Because people need people.
Right. Because if not, I would be in my own world like I Am Legend.
Right. I mean, if
And he even had a dog.
We were all not living in a village or a town or a city, you feel me? But
We would all, if that was the purpose of life, we would all have our own world.
right.
We would all just live our own world alone, isolated, solo, dolo, just figure it out.
Not even that. I just feel like we have choices. At the end of the day, we all have choices. So you have that choice to be selfish, and that's what the word would be, and be selfish and be like, okay, it's all about me, and everything will be great. Nigga will live in a mansion, and just, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga would really have some good money. They just cared about themselves. Like, if I didn't have a son, if I just got that settlement by myself, and I was just like all me.
And no baby mama drama.
None of that
Right.
shit. You feel me? So it was just like little shit like that. But like, bro, if I just said fuck all of this and just took off somewhere and just went by myself, you feel me? Like, that would have been selfish.
Yeah, but that's only half the equation, because you still
You gotta live.
You still need to know how to fucking get the millions. You still gotta know how to get the mansion. You still need some kind of like.
But he's saying that he had the leverage of the lump sum though already.
It's leverage, and you can still do that. Like cryptocurrency, you know what I'm saying? That's a real thing. Like, niggas became millionaires over COVID.
Overnight.
Over this pandemic shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas, like, Soulja Boy sold toilet paper. You feel me? Like, there's shit you can do, bro. It's
Right.
like, you gotta be willing to do it, and you gotta do it now.
But
can't
you
say,
always
"I'm
gotta
gonna
have something to
do
get
it
there
tomorrow."
though.
You feel me? And that's, I mean, you can have something, you can have nothing, but something turns into nothing, and nothing turns into something. It's crazy.
Yeah, that was true.
It's crazy.
Seeing everything's a circle at that point.
Right.
Everything.
I mean, shit.
And that's my problem. Every time I run back into the beginning, I be getting hard on myself. But it's just like, I know it's a circle, bruh. Like, it's just every time the end, the beginning's right next to it, and vice versa. It's just like, it's just a circle.
I mean,
You
you
live to
look
die,
at the
and
universe,
you die to
bro.
live.
The universe doesn't even know we alive, bro. You feel me? Like, the vastness and.
But I don't know about
shit
that
that's
part.
Out there, bro. Like, I spend
Because
my
we
nights-
might look at ants as they're obsolete, but nah, they affect our whole world. You know what I'm
But
saying?
you don't think twice about them.
But that doesn't mean the universe don't receive them.
But then it's certain things
I
that
mean,
don't
well,
think twice about us.
the energy that we give the universe is negligible.
I don't know if
That
that's true. That's what I'm saying.
is true. You
Because
might not
we
know
could
that.
be the motherboard, the pieces of a motherboard.
be.
Like, we just see the computer screen.
But have you
But
ever
that
heard,
motherboard, without that motherboard, the computer screen, you ain't gonna see shit on that
Have
screen.
you ever heard of simulation theory? Now that you bring up computer boards, like, what if life was a simulation? What if, like, humans, like, thousands of years ago figured it out, and we're all robots programmed to, like, you know,
Just follow that
live
construct.
by the algorithm. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know, they put in a bunch of numbers and shit, and that's what we follow.
The patterns.
And you can never figure it out because you live within that construct.
Right.
You feel me? Like, you can't be without the universe, because the universe is everything, and there's nothing without the universe. So it's crazy how you
So,
think about
okay,
it.
you're right, because the universe can and has existed without humans.
Correct.
But I don't know that either, though.
We don't
We
know.
don't.
You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So that's the part we can't stand on, either side. Like, your side you can't stand on, my side we can't stand on, because we really don't know. We just know Earth.
Cause it's like, what was it before Adam and Eve?
Like, we don't know if we're the reasons that there's even a universe. We don't know that.
I mean, Adam and Eve, chicken and the egg, whatever you want, whatever you you want to bring it up, it's a paradox. You feel me?
Everything.
It's a paradox.
Because it's unfigureoutable. So that's just what we result to is being a paradox.
So 4-letter word right there. You feel me? Sentence. Syllables.
It's tough because I feel like we only know what we're taught.
Right.
And it's like, even if you go do your research on your own,
it's just a conspiracy at that point.
Right.
I mean, but what we're taught is based on observations, and you can use your eyes and observe and commit your own, experiences and experiments and learn some shit and figure shit out. And you realize that most of the shit you know is what you know and what it is, but a lot of the shit we know is just a bunch of bullshit.
Right, but when we figure shit out and we find out the real truth and we say some shit about it, now we look crazy because it's like, nah. We've been taught this shit for like, who the fuck? We know Christopher Columbus and this dude. Life?
Is your role to be a prophet or a preacher, or do you want to be the guy who seeks and finds the information and uses that information?
But shouldn't that be the same person? And that's the problem that it ain't. The problem is that it's not that same person, but that should be that same person.
Because the seeker of knowledge, the guy who figures it out, becomes a billionaire. And if I told you how to do it, then you just...
No.
And that's the selfish part, because I understand that part. Because it's like, all right, look. Let's just say this, bro. All right, so I found the motherfucking company. Literally, this is real life. Like, I found the company, right? There's literally 4 motherfuckers that I know that work for that company now, right? So it's kind of that same thing. Even my brother-in-law that I don't fuck with, he ain't really my brother-in-law. He's just my nephew's dad. I don't fuck with him. But by him asking questions to my mom and my sister, he found the company and now he works for them. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like what you're saying, I understand it fully, but it's still like, why hide the recipe?
Because it works.
Because if Mr. Krabs gave planted the recipe, them motherfuckers could just be like, it'll be split the profits 50-50. And that's what's fucked up. That is all about the profit money-wise, not about the profit divinity.
But then it's like, if you don't, the bigger thing, like, if you don't give me the recipe, now I want to kill you.
Right.
You feel me? Like,
and now you got to watch your back.
Right.
Now you got to have security.
You can have the recipe and still not succeed in life, you feel me? Like, we know what humans are made of, but you can't go in the lab and make one. You can try it, but it hasn't been done.
We don't know that, though.
I mean...
We could be amongst them.
Could be. And you could be one.
Right.
That's also true.
And that could be the frustration. Like, damn, I want to be a human, but I'm a robot.
That's crazy. I've been watching this Blade Runner. It's exactly about that. A show called Blade Runner. It's exactly about that. It's on Netflix right now. It's fucking crazy that you mentioned that.
Because even think about the movie Ex Machina. You seen that?
Yeah. Ex
like,
Machina?
yeah, like the bitch just was like, no, I want to be your lover. You know what I'm saying? But she was created, so it's just like, it's still that urge of frustration that will always ultimately end up in violence, bro. And that's the furthest thing I want to do, because I want unity, I want good, I want prosperous things. But it's just like
peace without war. It just goes back to that same cycle.
The good and bad shit.
Exactly. It's
right.
yin and yang. Like Confucius figured that shit out thousands of years ago. You feel me? Like, that's that yin yang. You feel me? Like, you gotta have both. You can't have either. You can't pick one.
Why is it so like?
It's hard to accept and invite both inside of a pure, though. That's the problem.
Once you do, that's when you figure it out.
Because when you are that anomaly of absolute, it's the hardest thing to be, because nothing's absolute, like you're saying.
But if you are that anomaly of absolute, then there's another anomaly that's opposite
of evil, pure evil.
Exactly.
Right.
So either way,
right. If it'll just balance it out.
It'll balance it out. That's how the universe works. You feel me? Like, when you get down to how atoms are made, you bet you never knew that. Like, get down to particle theory. You know what I'm saying? They got electrons and then they got positrons. The opposite of electron, a positive charged electron. It's called a positron. You know what I'm saying? You got gluons and muons and, right, like, nigga, the shit is crazy. Like, the shit you learned in chemistry and science,
we just bypassed it and overlooked it.
That's not even scratching the surface of what's really out there.
Why do they kill good though?
Elaborate what you mean?
Because like a Dr. Sebi, you feel me?
Oh,
how he said
Nipsey.
But like, listen, how he said like how
Jesus,
how he was gonna do, like how he could have made $1 billion off of what he knows.
Good for who?
Right.
That's the perspective, right? Because if it's good for you, it's bad for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I want to keep mine.
Because it's about the balance.
What he's saying about being selfish in life, right? If you think about yourself, you only think about yourself. So anything that's not of yourself
is bad.
Is the enemy. So I'm gonna always want to put that down, right? So of course I'm gonna kill a nigga like Dr. Sebi if I'm the nigga pushing the drugs.
Right.
You feel me? If that's my competition, you gonna give it away for free.
Like, damn, you gonna tell everybody that it's just nature that you could be healthy off of?
Nah, hell
Like,
no.
nah, you need these chemicals from this lab that cost me nothing
I'm
but make
pushing
me
it.
hella.
Right, exactly. Like, you feel me? You want to drive, but you don't got car insurance? Nah, you're not doing that. You feel me? I'm going to just pay off the guy who make the laws to make you drive and need car insurance. You can't have either. You got to have both. And that's how that shit goes. You feel me? So who is it good for? It's good for everybody, but it's, at the same time, it's not good for everybody.
Then that all goes back to, even if it's 98% fulfilled, that 2% could diminish all the value.
And it goes back to being a billionaire. If you want to be a billionaire, you got to step over a lot of bodies, bro. Somehow, some way. Either you burying them.
And that's the part, and that part right there that you saying is the part that I don't like. How I say, you know, when I told you after the accident, I was like, damn, you feel me? Like when you told me what you told me, but it's just like, I want to stand on strength. And I feel like, yeah, a motherfucker's capable of filing lawsuits and shit like that. But it's just like, is that my strength? Is that me going out and getting it? Or is that playing a role just to accumulate some shit? Even though it's deserving at this point. But it's just like, it's just...
Again, that's based on principle, right?
Right.
You feel me? Because that your mind won't allow you to make certain movements. But other people
And that's the frustration,
who don't have those
bruh.
inhibitions, they gonna prosper.
That's
Because,
right.
You see what I'm saying? You handicapping yourself. In
Right.
life, and that's how it goes.
Like and that's all I do my whole life, bro, is handicap myself just so I could prove that I'm strong.
You play the game and you know the rules and you decide not to exploit certain
Right.
rules, then you just holding yourself back.
Exactly.
And when you see others prosper, and then some people may view them as cheating, but they just taking advantage of the game as the way the game should be played.
Exactly.
You feel me?
100.
But half of that is knowing about that, right? You got to know what to exploit and how to exploit in order to exploit.
But I feel like that's a choice.
It is a choice.
And
a lot of people make
that's
that
the
choice.
part. That's the part, making that choice to exploit.
A lot of
Because you
people
could
don't
know,
make that choice.
you could know all you want, but if it's about choosing to or choosing not to.
Right, and that's all get back to principle.
And it's back to that 50-50 law, you know what I'm saying? Where half the people are going to choose not to and half the people are going to choose to. And that's when you get your haves and your haves not. Right?
But
Those
then
who
the
have
good
it,
look
those who
at
have
it
not.
bad, and then the bad look at it as good. So
Right.
it's tough.
Right.
Just what
Because
side
like
you
I
want to
said,
be
we all
on,
will
you
get to
feel me?
the ending. But then if you work and get to the ending this way, and a motherfucker just lives and gets settlements and does this and lives this way, it's like, you know what I'm saying? You
I'm going to die a hard ass life, motherfucker. Going to die easy, comfortable life.
It's tough.
But it's the way you wanted to live it. So at the end of the day, did you really lose?
Right.
You feel me?
Because everything you got for yourself.
But
you
that's the
earned.
point. It comes back to the fucking feeling. Because that's all it is.
Of winning and losing.
Of the
Fuck.
feeling. Because even when you win, you could feel like it wasn't enough.
It wasn't enough,
It
right?
was a loss. And then even when you lose, you can feel like it's a win.
Right. Like if it was a big, like, oh shit, just because I almost beat him, shit,
Right.
I won to me.
Nigga, I had 14 points.
Like
y'all beat
if
me
like
by
let's say
one.
a short person fights me and they almost beat me, that's a win for them. They're like, shit, I shouldn't even been that good with you. Right.
You feel me? That's like Tank. He fought last night. He didn't knock the nigga out, so it was like, damn, he ain't really beat him.
Right, low key.
But he broke his left hand, his power hand. So,
No, I seen it.
so it's like, what can you really expect him to do in that situation?
It doesn't lag when you're playing games or listening to music, or if you're special like my wife Marcy.
It's all about a trick at that point. All about illusions. And that's what they give us. They feed us illusions because that's all it's about. It's illusions. It's about concepts. It's about feeding your mind an idea that you'll be okay with believing in. Heaven and hell.
I swear to God, one day this will be my theme song. I wake up in the morning, look in the mirror, bing bong. Yeah, nigga coming through, I just smoke a bomb. I don't smoke a bomb, I fuck a bad bitch with a thong. I make her take it off and bend her over. And I don't really give a fuck a nigga taking over. Just move out my way when I pull up in that Rover. And everywhere I go, I'm feeling just like Hover. It's over.
I reached my mind's elevation, but now I must reach further. What's that?
What's that? A puss cat. I bust back. I shoot right. I get right. I do that. I smoke fat. I smoke fat. I 3.5 in the backwood in the back of a lack.
I smoke facts, that's why I'm always saying right, exactly. My mind is just happening. As I'm going, it's occurring. Frequency lives within. It's all about signs and vibrations.
Right.
Third verse, you know I go ham. I don't talk to cops. Nigga, that's the swine. I ain't got the time. Nigga, I keep my 9. And everywhere I go, it's like a nigga sign. Huh? I swear to God, I'ma see a sign. God showed me a sign and I'ma take my time.